Hey folks, this is Vincent Adeli with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Moduwar. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on June 3rd, 2025. We're playing this about a week prior, and this is a pre-early access build, so everything that you're about to see is most definitely subject to change. This is an interesting real-time strategy game that involves you controlling this giant blob creature, and that's where you create body parts on and then send them out to do things. It's really cool. There's a campaign, arena mode, survival, skirmish. I didn't try the latter stuff like the skirmish or the arena or the other one, the survival mode, but I perused the settings, and you can adjust things like the difficulty, you can adjust different maps, and it's all good. So I'm glad that there's more content on that front of it. We did try to play multiplayer together because supposedly there's online PvP. However, when I tried to create a game, there was no button to do so. There was a quick play button, which I clicked on, and then it said no servers found. So I don't think that functionality is in the game, which is super unfortunate. It looks like everything is online server based, but I couldn't create a game. But there was this host IP button, or a way to enter my host or IP address. I don't want to do that. I think that functionality should be in the game, like create my own lobby, make it private, invite people through Steam. I don't know what's going on with multiplayer, but I was really disappointed by that. It's just a shame because Idly and I wanted to try this out together. Anyway, first I have to comment on the actual FMV cutscenes. Like in Command and Conquer, you have real people like Tim Curry and other stars, acting out like the Russians and whatever. In this game, you've got real people acting out different cutscenes and stuff, both in mission and pre-mission. I personally found that cool. Idly, on the other hand, has a hate relationship with that kind of approach. So,
I do.
any particular reason? I'm just curious.
It's so full of cringe. I don't like it. It really takes me out of it. I like the more toony stuff, make it match.
Right, no,
So,
fair
yeah.
enough. I like the effort they put into it. I'm
Hmm.
sure they had fun with it. So the whole gist of this is, and I don't want to get too deep into this being a pre-early access build, but you are the Modu, and it's this giant creature, this blob creature. You're going to be growing mouths on your body to then eat plants and animals around you, and then you're going to use those resources to grow yourself even bigger. And then you can put turrets eventually on your Modu body, and you can attack enemies with it. And I love that you can freely detach anything you want and then reattach things. But I will have to warn you, the pathfinding at present is a bit wonky. Trying to get my people to go out, or my mouths that I detached to go out and collect resources, come back. Sometimes they got stuck in the environment, or sending my ranged units out to go kill something. Sometimes they would get stuck in the level and I'd have to manually pathfind them to where they needed to go. That was frustrating as well. But I like the general idea of it. What did you think of it?
I like the idea of it. It's really jarring because it's very different. It reminds me a little bit of the old StarCraft where you just have a bunch of minions and they're collecting resources for your base. That was like the first RTS I've ever played, really.
Mm-hmm.
And but this is like Zerg, but in water, and you are actually splitting up your base, and it's kind of cool. I like the premise of it.
Mm-hmm.
That, like you said, though, the path finding is very wonky. I wish the formations were a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you can hold right click and turn it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, but it's kind of just really wonky. I don't know. It's confusing sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I thought the game itself was good. I can't imagine playing this skirmish because I would just get destroyed. Like, I'm so slow in deciding what parts to split and what to merge, and but I'm really curious to see how that would play out. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah, it is a shame that skirmish doesn't work.
For multiplayer,
But
yeah. But
yeah.
I'm guessing the single player does, but I'll test that later throughout early access. I want to let the game cook a little bit more, but I like what it's doing. We don't get a whole lot of real time strategy games where you're playing as a gigantic blob, which is fantastic. I think that what is that Goo game by Petroglyph? One of the
Oh
factions, you were
yeah.
a blob. So it's kind
Mhm.
of similar to that. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this game. Just I want to let it cook a little bit more. But it has a lot of promise, and I love the fact that it's super different than most of the RTSs that we're seeing nowadays. So that's all I got to say about it. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up for now, but it does need work, no doubt. But for what it's doing, I'm liking it.
Yeah,
So,
same.
all right. Well, this is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye guys.